The original i30 was a real game changer for Hyundai in Australia. It was the first Hyundai you could buy without making up some self-serving excuse for owning. You could buy one simply because you liked it. That was way back in October 2007. 5 years later, and the new i30 is a distinct improvement on its predecessor, but it's not such a huge step forward for the company. The new i30 is affordable transportation for singles, couples and young families. You get a 5-year warranty against 3 years from most of the competition, plus 5-star crashworthiness. Equipment levels are really very good, especially in the elite and premium models. And the build quality is maybe not the best, but it's up there. If you're in the market for an i30, call 1300 967 990 now, or fill in the inquiry form over there on the right at carreviews.com.au. An independent car buying specialist can save you thousands and ensure you never get ripped off by a car dealer. Here's more on the i30. When you combine high equipment levels, strong safety credentials and good build quality, it shouldn't come as much of a surprise that Hyundai prices are creeping up. Today the i30 and Hyundai generally is less of a cut price contender and aiming instead to be more of a direct competitor with the Japanese. Hyundai generally is better than most people think, but it's not quite Japanese yet. But the Japanese are definitely spooked by Hyundai and Kia. They can see the writing on the wall. The South Koreans are catching up fast. The i30 is better value than Australia's top-selling car, the Mazda 3. It's got more equipment for any given spend and a better warranty. And it's especially good value in the top two models, the i30 Elite and the i30 Premium. But the Mazda 3 is still a better built car that's also better to drive, and the styling is superior as well. You just need to decide what your priorities are. Prices range from $24,600 to $36,600 drive away. The auto transmission adds $2,000 and the diesel engine option ups the ante by $2,600, which is a significant extra spend at this price point. Unfortunately, the Australian i30 comes from a factory that can't supply a station wagon version, like the i30 CW wagon from the previous model. You also can't get the option of LED daytime running lamps, which is an unfortunate compromise because those bright LEDs really do improve daytime driving safety. The final item on the menu that's not available on Australian i30s is a slick multi-link rear suspension setup, which is available to i30s in Europe. That's because the Europeans get their i30s from the other factory. In Australia, we get a lower tech torsion beam rear suspension setup. The i30's ride and handling was tweaked locally for Australian driving conditions, and they did a pretty good job with that. But it would have been nice to benefit from the cleverer rear end they get in the UK and Europe. One thing that is a significant step forward for the i30 is the flex steering system, which allows you to dial in the steering feel and feedback to suit your own personal preferences. When it comes to engines, Hyundai typically delivers adequate petrol engines and strong diesels, and the i30 is no exception. The diesel i30 is a real winner with excellent real-world performance and ridiculously good fuel economy around town and on the highway. The petrol i30, it's alright, but not a world beater. If you enjoy driving, you've got to go for the diesel. You can have either a manual or an auto transmission, both with 6 speeds, and they both work well with either engine. The auto diesel does a particularly good job. Unfortunately, it's also the most expensive drivetrain combination. If you're in the market for an i30, make sure you drive a Mazda 3 at the same price point. That Mazda 3 is the most popular car in Australia for a very good reason. Check out the Volkswagen Golf as well. It's the car with the most prestige and the best styling among small cars, at least among the kinds of small cars that ordinary people like you and me can afford. You could also jump into a Holden Cruise, but the i30 basically outpoints the Cruise everywhere, except maybe on sheer size. The i30 is a much more sophisticated car than the Holden Cruise pretty much in every other respect. If you're in the market for a new car, an independent car buyer can save you thousands. Call 1300 967 990 now, or fill in the form over there on the right at carreviews.com.au. Independent car buyers use bulk buying power to get you fleet discount prices or better. Because they work for you and not the dealer, an independent car buyer is highly motivated to get you the lowest possible price on the car and a rock bottom rate on the finance. Independent car buying specialists take care of all the negotiation. You can have the car you want at the sharpest possible price, delivered right to your door with a full tank of fuel, all without going face to face with a car dealer ever again. Don't get ripped off by a car dealer. Call 1300 967 990 or fill in our inquiry form and see how much an independent car buyer can save you. There's no obligation, but you could save thousands. It's the smartest way to buy a new car. I'm John Cadogan. Thanks for watching.